All right, everyone, welcome to the live on this beautiful rainy Sunday afternoon here in Texas. Yep, it is raining. It is Sunday, and I am here. All right, everyone, guys, you are watching Rome Knows Tech, and I'm your host, Rome Wilkerson. Guys, today we're going to get to something that people have been asking me to do for quite some time. This is going to be an ongoing thing. What I'm going to be doing on this stream this afternoon, guys, I'm going to be putting together a bundle for you guys for different aspects of streaming. Now, today, what we're going to be looking at is a few items that I did just kind of bundle together that I think is going to be perfect for a lot of you guys when you're streaming, setting up your mobile streaming, especially your mobile streaming. This is really going to come in handy. Alley Cat's in the house. Welcome, Alley Cat. Welcome to the stream. All right. So here we go. So this is what we're going to be doing today, guys. We're going to be looking at a few items. I do have some things here right here on this desk. I have both of the Yoloboxes. I have the Home Power 1. I got some cameras. I got some lights. As you guys can see here, a couple of microphones as well. So we're going to go over a couple of these items and figure out if they're going to be perfect for your setup. Now, I've been using these myself, guys, in a lot of my different setups. Now, most of those have been tested here in the studio. I haven't done a lot of testing out on location because of, just the obvious reasons we're not going out a lot. But I do think this is going to be perfect. So check it out. First thing in the carousel is the first part of this kit, which in a lot of ways is one of the most important components, and that is your power supply. A continuous power supply is going to make a huge difference in how long you can stream, where you can stream, how frequently you can stream. All of those things are factors, right? So the first thing in the carousel is actually this device right here. This is the Home Power 1. This is a 1,000 watt battery with a 2,000 watt surge. Of course, we have AC and DC out with this battery, guys. You can charge one of these batteries from a wall plug. You can charge it from a cigarette lighter adapter. It comes with the battery. Or you can charge this also with solar panels. Now, my kit from Geneverse did come with the two 100 watt solar panels, but I don't even have those connected to this. This battery is just, storing its own power. Right now, you guys might be able to see that. Let me see if I can turn the display on. All right, there we go. So the display is showing that this battery right now is at 97%. And there's no power going out. I'm sorry, there's no power coming in, but we do have 9 watts going out. And if you guys notice, both of the Yoloboxes are currently plugged into this battery. So I have it powering the Yolobox Mini and the Yolobox Pro. So let's talk a little bit about this battery and what it can do for you. One, it has the ability to output AC and DC power. Okay, so that means on the AC side of things, if you needed to plug, say, for instance, something like one of the other items here on my desk, maybe a Rodecaster, maybe you're taking, a Rodecaster out on location, or you were taking some other type of streaming deck out on location, maybe your monitor also required some type of power, you'd be able to power these devices off of that battery as well. Now, I'm currently using the battery connected to all of my DC items. So on the DC side of things, I have the two USB-A's connected to the USB-C's on these Rodecasters. Okay, so that's how I have everything set up today. But anyway, back to the battery really quick. Richard's in the house. Hold on, let me talk to Richard for a second. Richard, check it out. Bro, when I go live tonight, make sure you're on my stream. That's all I can say right now is when I go live tonight, make sure you come through the stream. Okay? That's all I can say. I can't say anything else, but I'm just saying, Richard, don't be late. So I will be live tonight at 7 p.m. Richard, make sure you're here. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Make sure you're here, Richard. All right, let's get back to these batteries. So again, what I'm showing here, guys, is a simple type of running gun type of setup that you can use for streaming. So what I have here is the Home Power 1. I'm using the Home Power 1 to power these devices here. Of course, I could use it to charge up anything else that I need. So let's say I need to charge up some of these lights. I could use it for that as well. Now, most of these devices are going to be charged with a USB-C cable, including things like, say for instance, these microphones here. If you were charging these microphones up, they would be basically the same thing. They just have one USB-C plug here in the back for these DJI microphones. So you'd be able to connect multiple things to this setup, including lights. Now, lights is going to be another one of the most important things in your setup, because depending on where you're streaming from, you may have to use artificial light. That's just something you have to factor in. Now, your cameras are going to receive their power from the device that they're connected to. So these cameras are actually going to receive their power from the Yoloboxes. And when I connect one of them to the Yolobox, you guys will see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's keep rolling. So I did mention, these little power banks. Let me show you guys these. So these power banks you can find here on Amazon. They're like $27, $27.99. Okay. So that's these two 20,000 milliamp hour batteries. Now these will power a few things. I have not tested these with the Yoloboxes, but I think they should be able to provide power to a Yolobox, because it shouldn't be anything more than, the same amount of power that's coming out of these batteries just going to that one device. So if this is all you have, you should still be solid and be able to, power your device or charge the device somewhat with one of these little power banks. Now, of course, if I had to choose between something like this and the Home Power 1, for a professional setup, yes, I'm going to always go with the Home Power 1. I think that's just going to be a better solution. But in a pinch, if this is all you have, roll with what you got, and this could be a perfect thing for you. All right, so let's talk about some of these streaming decks themselves. Missy's in the house. Welcome, Missy. Happy Sunday to you too. All right, guys, so the first one of these streaming decks is the Yolobox Mini, which is the smaller one. So with the Yolobox Mini, you can connect two cameras to it. Let me grab it. All right, so let me get this a little bit closer so you guys can see what we're working with here. All right, guys, so with the Yolobox Mini, let me go ahead and, is this cable long enough? Yeah, okay. So with the Yolobox Mini, you can connect two cameras to it. One HDMI camera, one USB camera. So that's going to give you the ability to switch between, at least two camera sources. And you can also do HDMI out. So that means you can also connect this to a larger monitor. Maybe it's a director's monitor or something like that. Now, as far as going live, you can plug in your Ethernet. You can use SIM card, or you can use Wi-Fi. Now, audio-wise, of course, you can plug in a line-level audio or microphones, and also a set of headphones for monitoring the audio. So this thing is really, really set. Now, underneath it, you can also plug in an SD card and a SIM card. So the SIM card is just like the SIM card that goes in your phone. You could use that for web access. And of course, you'd use your SD card for recording. And if you have pre-recorded content on there, you'll be able to pull it up from that card onto this device, right? So in a nutshell, this is a standalone streaming tablet. You connect your cameras to this. You're going to connect your microphones to this. You're going to connect everything you need to this to be able to stream. And that's, again, what I was saying before. By, having something like this and being able to power it for a long period of time, it's just going to be a winning scenario for you, right? So obviously, we're using that with the Home Power 1. The same as for the Yolobox Pro that's over here. That's also connected to the Home Power 1, so it's receiving its power directly off of it. And if you guys have noticed, it's barely even any power coming out of this battery. So, and these are staying at 100%. So that means you should be able to stream with these for quite some time without having to worry about the battery running down. All right, I see Mr. Mod's in the house. Mr. Mod is in the house. Welcome, Mr. Mod. So, looks like, let me go ahead, because I see Mr. Mod just dropped a link. I think that's the link to my apple pie. So let me see if that's the link that Mr. Mod just dropped here. I think this is a link to my apple pie, y'all. So hold on. I'm really excited now. I'm so excited. I'm going to finally see this pie, y'all. I'm going to see it. Let me just put the link in. Boom. There we go. Oh my goodness. It is my pie. It is not. It is not my apple pie. But what it is something you guys need to check out. Mr. Mod says, Richard is my moderator on Amazon Live. Richard is my moderator on Amazon Live. What? What? Okay. What we talking about, y'all? What we talking about? Let's see what it looked like on the back of it. Oop, there's that little Mr. Mod back there in the back in the cut. Got our little Mr. Mod back there. And we got this right here. Check it out. Check it out. All right, Richard, this does not free you up from having to show up tonight on my 7 p.m. stream. But yeah, bro, this is what I wanted you to see because I kind of got a preview of it earlier. So let's check out what we can do with this. Let's see what we got for colors. All right, so we got the red. We got the blue. There's the red. There's that green. Ooh, check it out. That's nice. There's another green. What's the difference? Yeah, okay, a light green, dark green. We have this rust color. I like that. This olive is fire. That's like my Mr. Mod shirt. I like that a lot. All right, what else we got here? We got this gray. That purple is hot. That purple is hot. I'm liking that blue too. Yeah, I'm liking that blue. All right, so sizes. Let's check out some sizes here real quick. So you guys have small, medium, large, extra large, extra large, and 3X. So you have all those sizes available for this shirt. You have your men's, you have your women's cut. So you have that as well. You have the women's cut, and we got our youth cut, right? So that means on the youth, you could go down here and you can see we got some of those, toddler sizes, extra small. We have those as well. So if you want to, if you want your little ones, to be sporting that Richard shirt, that merch, y'all, that merch. Check it out. Let me know which is your favorite color of the new Richard shirt. Let me know. I want to know right now in the comments. Go check it out. Drop it in the comments right now. What is your favorite color for this shirt? I'm going to say for me, I am really, really leaning more toward. Now see, Evans, I'm coming for you, Evans. Man, you need to talk. Anyway, because Evans had me standing out in the rain last night, y'all, waiting on this pizza delivery, and I was told that pizza was never, this apple pie was never coming. It was never coming, y'all. Evans has set me up. Yeah, but I like that purple, Evans. You're right about that. That purple is nice. That purple is super nice. Let me go ahead and select that. Y'all take a look at that. Yeah, that purple is really nice, y'all. And I don't know if y'all can notice. If y'all noticed yet, look at the crown. Look closely at the crown. And tell me what you see on the crown. All right? I need to hear from you guys down in the comments. What do you see on the crown? Uh-oh, Mr. Mod done gave it away. Mr. Mod, you can't give it away. I need the people to go over and check, Mr. Mod. Yes, but he is right. It is that 888. That 888, y'all. That 888. That 888. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I'm a black shirt guy, Richard says. Like this? Like this? I'm telling you, Richard, I'm going to be honest with you. I've told y'all this a couple times. The only shirt, I own 2 shirts that are colored, okay? And that is this shirt right here. This shirt that my man Bruce is wearing right now, this Mr. Mod shirt, is like one of my only colored shirts. Okay. And I like this shirt. I like this color on me. And I have another kind of a green shirt that's a lighter green than this one is. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's what's popping. So anywho, all right, guys, we're going to get back to these items here in the carousel because I need to go ahead and rock through these because I will be back here at 7 p.m. I might even do a stream in between then. I don't know if I have time to put together another carousel, but we'll figure that out. Alley Cat says green is her favorite. Right on, Alley Cat. So you're going to be getting the green one then. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get the green one. Okay. Yeah, but that will definitely be added to the carousel. You know what? Let me see if I can add this to the carousel right now. I have to log in my other account. Give me a second, guys. So I can add this. Okay, so let me just add this. I still have to create a group for you, Richard, but I'm just going to go ahead and just add this for now into Mr. Mod and Christina's stuff, merch, and then at least that way I can find it. And then I'm going to go here and I'm going to add it. So I can add it in the carousel. Boom, there we go. Okay, so now that's added. Let me, I think it's at the end. Yeah, all the shirts are at the end. Okay. Yeah, this, I didn't really think about putting a bunch of the shirts in the carousel today, but I did go ahead and just add that to the carousel, guys, so you should be able to find it. So if I highlight Richard's shirt here at the end of the carousel, there we go. So that should now show his shirt in the carousel. So if you guys want to check that out, boom, there it is right there. There's that Richard is my moderator shirt. Richard is my moderator shirt right there. Check it out. All right, let's get back over here. And of course, if you guys have not seen it, there it is right there. Boom, just go over and check it out. Check it out. All right, let's see what we got going on next. So let's get back to whatever it was I was talking about before all of the excitement happened, because Richard is all about that support, y'all. So we got to give that love back to him, because this dude is just on fire. And I appreciate every little thing you do, Richard. Trust me, I do. Mr. Mod, Christina, many others, we all appreciate everything you do, bro. You know, so this is the least we can do. All right, so let's get back to the Yolobox Mini here. All right, guys, so you guys can see this is just kind of a quick little top-down view of the Yolobox Mini, and we already talked about the fact of what you can connect to it. Obviously, this is the screen itself. You know, you can run your entire stream right from this device. This device right now, the Yolobox Mini, is $699. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, you don't need anything other than this device. You don't need a lot of the gear that I normally use when I stream. So you're not going to need a computer. This is going to be your switcher. You won't need, like in my case right now, I have the Ninja Cast connected here to my computer, and my computer has to have web access in order for me to be able to stream. And it also has to be running an application like OBS in order for that to happen, where with something like this device here, that is not a necessity, because this has its own built-in encoder, and it's going to pretty much do everything that you need to be able to do, including adding your graphics, bringing up videos, all that kind of cool stuff. So I'm going to connect to the Yolobox Pro, which is the larger version of it, which is this one over here. So again, like I said, guys, it's just a matter of what is going to work best for you. So the Yolobox Pro is a much larger unit, obviously. This one is going to give us some other features. Let me grab it and bring it over here so we can take a closer look at it. I'm just making sure those cables are long enough so I don't accidentally unplug anything. All right, guys, so from the top-down view here of the Yolobox Pro, you guys can kind of see what's going on here, right? So we have 3 HDMI inputs. We have 1 USB input. We have our Ethernet. We have HDMI out. We have a USB-C out. We also have our headphones. We have our line in and our mic in for audio. And then here's just how I have it plugged into the Home Power 1 to maintain power on this device. And this one basically does the same thing as the Mini. You can plug in, you can install an SD card, you can install a SIM card. So your options for going live with this are basically the same. So when you look at these two units, they're almost identical in their functions now, other than the fact one is much larger than the other. And with the smaller one, you can only connect 2 cameras to it, where with the Pro, you can actually connect up to 4 cameras, 3 of those being HDMI cameras and 1 being a USB camera. So that's going to be something like your Ozbots, your, other, normal webcams. So the Yolobox Mini is $699. The Yolobox Pro, this one here, is $1298. Now the cage that you see here with these little jerk stoppers, This cage was sent to me by a company called YC Onion. So they manufacture a lot of these different little metal cages. Now this cage is pretty cool because it does have, it has some cold shoe mounts here on the side. It has a bunch of quarter 20s all around the cage. So that's going to make it really easy for you to mount things. That's literally how I mounted the camera to it before. So you guys kind of get an idea of how I have this stuff set up here in the studio, how you can set it up to do basically the same thing. It's just to be kind of an out running gun type of rig. Now I did add a tripod to this setup, which is a much heavier duty tripod. Now this tripod is from a company called Small Rig. I listed it down in the carousel for you as well. Now this one is an all metal, well built with a little quick release plate. It has the ball head mount that, you know, really adjusts. I mean, this thing is designed for heavy duty rigs, guys, this little tripod. Now, I like it because it makes it easy for me to rotate the monitor around and kind of put it in any position that I want to be able to put it in. That's a win. So yeah, it's just like, again, guys, it's just finding what works for you and, you know, making sure that it's something that's going to fit within your price range. Because, you know, the worst thing you want to do is invest more money than you need to do something that maybe you're not ready to do at this specific moment. Now, of course, over time, you will grow into all of these different things, but I don't believe in breaking the bank to get started. If you can start, you know, on a minimal budget, and if all you're starting with is something as simple as a phone, you know, rock that phone out until you're ready to move on to something else. But when you are, guys, I'm telling you, these devices are straight up fire. Okay. Now, of course, like in anything, you know, if you're going to be using any of these devices, guys, I'm telling you, invest into some high quality SD cards because you're going to want to record with these devices. You're also going to want to be able to bring in other files, video clips and stuff like that that you want to play back during your shows. So you want a reliable SD card that you don't have to worry about it failing, especially when you're recording a very important show or an important event and you want to be able to use it in the future. Yeah, invest in a high quality card. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of the cameras that I have been using with these Yoloboxes. Let me grab one of them. All right, so here is, oops. This is one of the cameras that I use quite often with the Yoloboxes. This is the Osbot Meet. This is a 4K camera. This one, let me see if I can get the camera to focus on this one. This one is a 4K camera from Osbot. Now this camera was sent to me by Osbot, but I want you guys to see the setup of this camera. It's a very simple design. There's no monitor or anything like that on the back, just the plug for the USB cable. Now this camera does have some cool face tracking features. Now if you're using this with just a regular computer, you know, Mac or PC, this thing is really going to shine. But it works just as well with one of these devices. And you can see how small it is in comparison to the device itself. So whether I'm using this with the Yolobox Mini or the Yolobox Pro, you know, this is an excellent, excellent little camera. Now, it's not the only camera that I got from Osbot this year. Another camera that Osbot sent me is actually their little PTZ camera. But I definitely wanted you guys to take a look at this one as well. So let me put this one off to the side. And let me grab the little PTZ camera. And I have this on this arm. So this is the little PTZ camera I was talking about. This is the Osbot PTZ camera. Yeah, of course I have it on this little magic arm, but I usually have this mounted somehow over the Yolobox Pro. And the way I've been doing it, let me show you guys how I set this up. So here's the Yolobox Pro cage. Like I said, there's a cold shoe mount here, but I'm actually not using the cold shoe mount. I'm just using the quarter 20 here. So I'm just going to screw this quarter 20 in. Now, the easiest way to do that is to take this arm and lock it in place, right? And all you're doing now is just turning. Let me get this straight like that. And you just want to lock this in place so you'll be able to rotate it without any problems. So then I can just put this in exactly where I want it. And then I can screw this in kind of like that. And then once that's tight, then I'll be able to release the tension on the arm. So let's say that's tight right there. That's good. So now I can release this tension here. I can also rotate this around so I can get this right about where I want it. I can completely adjust this arm all the way around. So let's say I want the camera to kind of sit right above the cage. I can set it up right there where I want it. And then all I have to do is tighten down this little portion here. And once I lock that down like that, now the camera's just going to stay there. Okay, so now I have the little Osbot camera mounted on top of the Yolobox. So the only thing I have to do at this point is plug it in. So I could plug in like a USB-C cable directly to the Yolobox, and it will see it and also power it. Let me find a cable. So you're just going to be using like a really basic little USB-A to USB-C cable. So I'm just going to plug that into the back. Let me move this camera out of the way. So like I said, guys, this is a very, very simple setup. It doesn't take a lot of, work to get this to work right for you. So all I'm doing now is just connecting that camera. I'm just going to plug in the USB here like that. I'm going to use this little jerk stopper, and you guys see automatically the camera recognizes the Yolobox and it's already turned on because it's ready to rock, right? So what I'm going to do simply here is I'm going to do this real quick. So the Osbot PTZ camera is $269. The Osbot Meet, this one here, this one is $169. All right, let me check real quick before I go any further what's going on down here in the comments. Make sure that I'm not missing anything and dropping this camera, which I am doing. Oh yeah, Mr. Mod's just asking if Richard got his gift card. Okay, so let's keep rolling with this. All right, guys, so now this is set up. So I'm gonna show you how fast either one of these devices you can use to set up a live stream, okay? Now, I don't have this currently connected to the switcher, so let me do that as well so that when I do, when I get to the portion where I wanna show you guys and demonstrate to you some of the features, I'm gonna already have that connected. So this is a standard HDMI cable. I'm just gonna plug this HDMI cable here into the top of the Yolobox here on its HDMI out. Let's make sure that's up. So we're just gonna drop it right there in the HDMI out as soon as I get some of these cables. Yeah, this is the part that you guys usually don't see, but this is what it looks like. So this just plugs in just like that. Why am I fighting it? I have no idea. The cable doesn't want to go in there. Hold on. So there we go. Boom. Cable's in now. There we go. Now it's connected. All right. So now I'll actually be able to show you guys the screen because now I have this actually connected from the Yolobox Pro is also going to my switcher. So let me go ahead and refresh this screen real quick. And I'm just going to set up a really quick stream. So I'm just going to go tap here, hit duplicate. I'm just going to give it a title. It could be anything, just a couple of letters. Of course, if you're setting this up for real, you want to add a description and time and all that kind of cool stuff. But for demonstration purposes, we don't need all of that. So now that I've added this live stream, you see this here, we have this little gold icon. I'm going to refresh the Yolobox Mini. And you notice now the Yolobox Mini also has that same icon because both of these are connected to the same account. So because they're both, logged into the exact same account, they mirror each other. So they both, you can access, the same things from either of the two. But of course, since we have the camera connected to the Pro is the one we're going to do our demo with for now. Okay, so I'm just going to tap here. And then this should open, and you guys, you should see the camera turn on automatically as it did. So now if I move the camera around, you guys can see there on the screen, the camera's moving around all over the place. So I'm just gonna switch to that camera's view, which is this one right here. All right, so you guys should be able to see, like if I turn the camera toward myself or turn it, anywhere else in the studio, that's what you're seeing on this screen. So, ignore the little picture-in-picture of me at the top because that's just coming from the switcher. So you guys can kind of see how simple this is to set up, right? So right now, all I have is the one USB camera connected to this, right? So the only cameras connected to this right now is the USB camera. So now what we want to do is connect maybe another camera to this. We can't connect two USB cameras to either one of these devices. So the only other option we'd have for connecting another camera would be a camera that supports HDMI out. So my GoPro has a media mod on it. So I have the GoPro media mod on this camera right here. So in order for me to get HDMI out from this, you have to have the media mod. And of course, you're going to need the little micro to standard size HDMI cable. So let's go ahead and just connect that. And we're just going to connect this GoPro to this cage as well. I don't really care where it's looking, but I just want you guys to see how simple this is. Even with everything already running, all I'm doing right now is just dropping another camera in. I'm just plugging in this cable here. I am going to use these little restraints so I don't have to worry about the cable accidentally getting pulled out. So I have that locked down as well. So that little jerk stopper prevents these from being pulled up. And then we just have our micro here. And I'm going to take that, and I'll show you guys here on the back of the GoPro. This is where the HDMI goes in under this little flap right here. Under that little flap right there is where it goes in. You guys can see that. So I'm going to plug that in. And then that's what that looks like. So then our little HDMI cable is now plugged into the GoPro. So once I turn the GoPro on, we should, if the GoPro has power, we should see now 2 cameras. Okay. So let's take a look. So if you guys see here, this camera is now activating, but I want you to see something when it happens. So if you guys notice, it first shows you the GoPro logo, and then you see the screen. But what I want you to notice is that if you need to still activate clean screen on the GoPro. So you just tap the power button. Okay, you just tap the power button, and you just keep tapping it until you get to your clean screen layout. And then you could just choose the shutter button, and that will select it. So now what we have is we have 2 cameras that we can switch between, right? So we have this GoPro here. I'll show you guys. We have the GoPro now connected, and we have the Osbot PTZ camera connected too. I can switch back and forth between these 2 different cameras just like that. And if I wanted to add additional scenes or videos or anything like that, I can do it all from this device. So again, in a nutshell, guys, this device is going to give you everything you need to go live. Whether you're using the Pro or the Mini, it would be basically the same thing. With the 2 cameras that I currently have connected is basically what you would have if you were connecting them to, say for instance, to the Mini, right? Because you can connect 1 USB camera and 1 HDMI camera, okay? So right now, if I go here to video sources, I can still add, for instance, well, I forgot to add an SD card. So let me pop in an SD card in this one. And I'm just going to put this SD card in. It should be some video files on here of some sort. So we're just going to pop that in like that. Okay, so now we have a SD card in. So now when I go back, I can choose a video source. You guys see all the different little video files that are popping up. So if I wanted to choose, say something like maybe the YOLO Live promo video, now you can see we can switch between the YOLO Live promo video. We can switch between the live camera views. So we got this live camera here that's, from the GoPro that's showing you guys pretty much everything that's on the desk. And then we also have the PTZ camera that is also here that is showing me. So if I switch back over to myself, now that's what you're seeing on the PTZ camera, right? Cool. So I did mention that the GoPro, I did purchase the GoPro here. If you're interested in the GoPro, guys, you can get the kit for $485.99. And what you're going to get the GoPro. You're going to get 2 of the rechargeable batteries. You're going to get the buckle mount, the adhesive. You're going to get a nice little travel case. And you'll also get a 32 gigabyte SD card with your bundle. Now, this media mod is additional. That's this mod that I had to use in order to connect this GoPro to the switchers. That media mod is $80. Actually, it's $79.99 if you wanted to use one of these to connect it. So, that's pretty much the setup of the GoPro. Now, it just depends, again, on what you guys already have as to what you need to purchase additional, right? All right, so let's keep rolling. All right, guys, so as you can see here, right now with this current setup, I got my 2 cameras and I got a video source set up already, right? So now what I can do is I can go in here and I can actually create multiple scenes. So I'm going to create 2 video scenes. I'm going to create one where I'm, video 1, and the other one is going to be, let's just do video 2. And that's just going to be one scene. And then maybe I want myself to be a little bit pushed over to the side where I'm just more talking about whatever it is that's being seen on the main scene. And then I can just hit done. And then when I tap on that side by side, that's what you guys are going to see on the screen, right? So you see me over here, you know, talking about whatever it is I'm talking about, and I'm talking about this camera and everything that this GoPro is doing over here. And I'm like, yeah, guys, check out this GoPro, or this is what's happening, or, you know, blah, 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 you know, whatever kind of stream you're doing. It's totally up to you. I don't know what kind of streams you guys are going to do, but this is how you can do them. This is what I'm talking about. All right. So let's see what else we got left in the carousel that's related to this. So the next thing in the carousel that is related to all of this gear is another device that was actually sent to me by Ozbot. And that is this. This is the Ozbot UVC to HDMI adapter. And what this allows you to do is to connect a standard USB camera to an HDMI source. Now, if you're using one of the Yoloboxes, of course, you can connect at least one USB camera to the Yoloboxes, no problem, right? But what if you don't own one of these professional cameras or something that outputs HDMI, but you have two webcams, okay? That's where something like this will come in. So with this, you can plug in your second webcam to this device, and then this device into your Yolobox in the HDMI input. And then that's going to, simulate a standard HDMI connection for the device. So currently, right now, you can only connect one USB camera to either of these devices. And then on the Mini, one HDMI camera, and on the Pro, 3 HDMI cameras. So this would allow you to use one of those inputs for HDMI, even if you only had 2 USB cameras. So that could work for you as well. That little adapter is $169. Now, I did throw some other little accessories, just little bits and bobs of things that I think will work out pretty well for you guys. One of them is actually this little ball head mount. That's just this little section right here. You can buy this by itself for just like $19. Let me give you a close-up of that thing. So this is the little ball head mount. This is what you use to connect to like a light stand if you want to connect a camera or something like that. This is $19.99. Now, if you do need one of these little tripods, these are very adjustable. They extend up to like 30 something inches, these little light stands, but you could use it like it's a little tripod. And that's going to be perfect if you're using it in conjunction with something like one of these little ball head mounts. Now that is $34 for this little tripod light stand. If you guys are interested in that, I have it down in the carousel as well. All right, let me see what's going on down here in the comments. I think I might be missing something. So let me see what Jennifer Lude is talking about for the moment. Okay, Jennifer is sharing some information with us about some things that's going on in her world. All right, cool. Jennifer, you already know if there's anything we can ever do to help you, all you have to do is reach out. Let us know if there's anything we can do. If it's in our power, we'll do our best to make sure you get everything that you possibly need and possibly that we can, provide for you. So, don't be shy, Jennifer. You already know. Yeah, that can be a rough situation. I mean, no matter how you look at it, that's a rough situation. All right, guys. So next item in the carousel is actually the overhead tripod. Now, probably on location, this is not something you would use too frequently, but if you were setting up like a desk or a table or something like that for your stream, then I could see you could possibly use this. So these little overhead little stands is basically what you see right here. This just allows you to either connect something like a microphone or a small camera, and you can have that set up, either for facing you or overhead. Like if you want to send this down like as a top-down type of view. These are very, very inexpensive. They're $26.75. So again, we're trying to stay within that budget range. But yeah, that's another item that would be really good for connecting your camera to. So you could have like one of these cameras here mounted on that, and you could be using that, to do like a top-down view, kind of like what I'm doing right now with this camera. I just have this camera above everything, and I'm just showing you guys, a top-down view of my desk, where you could do the same thing with one of these little action cameras and to just use, basically one of these stands. So like I said, that stand is $26.75. Now, if you guys were watching earlier, I did connect this Ozbot little PTZ camera to the cage using this magic arm. and that's this magic arm right here. Now, I purchased this myself here on Amazon. You can get this arm, guys, for $16.90. It is very strong, very stable. Once you have it, secured and put on properly, you don't have to worry about this budging. I was live a little bit earlier on Facebook, and I was using this Yolobox, this exact setup, and this is how I had the camera mounted. Now, of course, actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. That was a couple of days ago. Actually, this morning when I went live, I was actually using the Yolobox Mini, and I had the Rode Wireless Go microphones connected to it, and I had the Osbot Meet camera on this little tripod. This exact setup right here is what I had downstairs this morning when I went live on Facebook. So I had this camera connected to the to the Yolobox Mini, and just the Rode Wireless Go microphone, and it did a pretty good job. I mean, if you guys haven't seen that live stream, I think it's still up. You can go over to my group over here on Facebook, which is Rome Knows Tech, and check it out. All right, let's see what else we got here that's going to be good for you guys. So another thing that I always think about whenever I'm going to be streaming is having a second monitor. Maybe that's for program view or whatever I'm going to use it for. Now, I do have this interview monitor here. You guys can see that. Now, I purchased this monitor myself. It was $189.99. There is a deal on it right now. You can get this monitor for $149.99. This is a 1080p panel. It can be powered from either a USB-C coming out of a computer, or you can also, connect this and power it from the wall. Right now, this is actually being powered from the wall because I have that monitor connected to the Ninja Cast over here, and this Ninja can't actually provide power to the monitor. But if you were to connect this, say, to the Yoloboxes, they wouldn't be able to power it either. So that's where, something like, again, one of these batteries comes into play, because now with a, power strip and being able to plug in all of your other things to this battery on location, is just going to be a win, right? So you got your 1,000-watt battery. It's going to be able to keep these things, running at 100%. As long as these have been on since I started this stream, if you guys notice, these are still at 100%, still at 100%. So, and then if you needed to use a monitor, of course, you could power that monitor off of the battery as well. Now, of course, these batteries are not designed to power any and everything you could possibly come up with. So you're going to have to do a little bit of trial and error to see exactly how much power you need. Now, devices that have batteries, what I would recommend is pre-charge those before you actually go out on location, so that they are at least running off of a battery. So then when you do need to use one of these batteries, you're probably just using it to back them up, or just to, maintain a charge or something like that. But if you go with the Home Power One with the solar panels, that's another advantage, because you can use this and charge it at the same time. So you could have continuous power for a long period of time using one of those batteries and connecting it to your multiple devices that you might need for your stream. Now, another thing that a lot of people love to do when they're gaming or any type of live streaming, everybody loves having those virtual backgrounds. Now, I have a green screen directly behind me. You guys can probably see it right here behind me. Now, this one, I actually have two here in the studio, but the one behind me, the much wider one, was sent to me by Rube, which is a brand here on Amazon. This green screen is $209.99. Let me show you guys what it looks like. Let me see if I can get the camera to spin around here behind me. And let me show you. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's at its lowest, one of its lower positions. It does go down into that little container that you see down on the floor. It has little feet, but this thing will get really tall, guys. It'll go almost up as tall as this wall is. I mean, so I've raised this all the way up above where you guys see the stand here. I had no problem with that. So, this works out really well, and it's very wide. You guys can see how wide this green screen is. So for the amount, I think it's worth it. It's $209.99, like I said before. But, depending on what you're setting up, especially if you're going to be using this for the most part in studio, even if you were to take it out on location, you'd probably only be taking it out on location every once in a while. 99% of the time, this is probably going to be in studio with you. So you're going to be set for that. And these devices, if I hadn't already mentioned this before, these devices have built-in keyers, okay? So that means you can instantly remove the background, virtually remove the background by just tapping on like one of these little icons here. So if I tapped on that icon, now I can go here and turn the keyer on and it'll automatically remove anything that's green or anything that's blue. Now you can choose which of the two. If it's gonna be something green or something blue, it's up to you which one you choose. So you notice when I choose blue, all the blue panels behind me disappear. When I choose green, the green screen disappears behind me. So you guys get an idea how that works, right? All right, so let's turn that off because we don't need the keyer on and just hit done. But just that fast, I could go in and key something out and be able to use this right here in the studio with no issues whatsoever, right? All right, let's keep rolling. What's next? All right, so the next items are the Rode Wireless Go microphones. Now, what did I do with them? Let me grab them. All right, so here we go. So let's see what we got here. So the Rode, but we have two different microphones here today, but we're going to take a look at these first. So the Rode Wireless Go kit. If you go with the older kit, you're just going to have the two microphones. I mean, the microphone and the receiver. I highly recommend if you're going to buy the Rode microphones, guys, go with the dual kit. It's going to give you two microphones and one receiver. Trust me, that's going to come in handy down the road because you'll be in a position where you can either have a backup microphone and or be able to use the second microphone maybe for a guest audio or something like that. So, you know, that's always something you maybe want to consider. Now, the Rode Wireless Go 2, the kit is $246.50, which I still think is a really good deal for what you get. Now, of course, you know, the DJI microphones are a little bit more expensive. They do offer some additional features, but, you know, it just depends on how many of those features you're actually going to use when you first get started. Now, I do honestly believe in future-proofing myself. Lighting is another thing that I always think about when it's either something that's going to be in studio or on location. Here's some really, really budget lights that I bought when I first started streaming here on Amazon. Check these out. So that's these little adjustable lights. They come with this little yoke. So these are designed to fit like into a cold shoe of a camera, or you can connect them with a quarter 20 here onto a light stand or some type of magic arm. So these completely, you can set these up on a tabletop for like tabletop photography or videography. They just have two little dials here in the top. One is going to be for intensity and the other one is going to be for temperature. These are bicolor lights. They're only $20. So these lights literally could mount on top of, say, a camera. So let's say, like, for instance, here's the GoPro. Here's my GoPro here. I could just mount this light on top of the GoPro and then just lock this down like that. Then I would just have this little light mounted on the GoPro, easily turn it on. Hopefully this one's got some battery, I'm not sure. But yeah, so I could turn the light on just like that. I could adjust, you know, the intensity of the light. You know, I can adjust the temperature of the light. So if I want it to be really, really warm versus really cold, you guys can see that on the microphone, how it's adjusting the color temperature. So yeah, I mean, these little mini tiny lights could be perfect, again, for a starting type of setup, right? And they're, you know, easy to take off of your gear. Let me show you here what the back of it looks like. They don't have any monitors or screens or anything like that. They just have these little LED little dots in the back to let you know what the battery level is. So when you start to see those go down, you know it's time to charge these. These will last quite a long time. So a lot of your gear, when you're taking out on location, most of the batteries that are in these devices will last a long time. Tabby Tux is in the house. Welcome, welcome. All right, guys. So the next little light that I want to take a look at here real quick that I think is going to be perfect for this type of setup. So again, remember, we're setting up the Yoloboxes. We have our battery, you know, we have different lights that we'll be able to use on location. Of course, we have these little small cameras. So, you know, you want to be able to provide as much light as possible because these cameras have very, very tiny sensors. So whether you're using something, say, for instance, like this Ozbot, the little PTZ camera, or the Ozbot Meet, either of those two cameras, guys, are going to have some really, really tiny little sensors. So the one thing that you want to do is help the camera out by giving it some light. Okay. So let me show you here. Uh-oh. Trying to get that light stand to stand up. All right, here we go. So this is the LumaCube bicolor. Which one is this? Yeah, this is the bicolor mini. This is one of their little small lights. Now, this was sent to me by LumaCube. You guys can see it is, just a square light. It does have two mounting points. It has a 16 by 9, and it also has a 9 by 16. So that means that you can mount this in landscape or you can mount this in portrait. The diffusion material does come off of the lights. So what I do like about these lights is they're flat. They are metal. Okay, so, they're going to be pretty durable. I wouldn't go dropping them down the stairs or anything like that. But if you're comparing that to, say, one of these little cameras, it's right about the same size as the GoPro. It's going to be perfect if you're mounting this maybe on the side of one of these Yoloboxes and you're just adding just a little bit of light. Now, these lights are going to be better suited than these smaller ones. But in a pinch, I would go with the $20 light. I'm just being honest with you, okay? But this is a very good light. Now, this light is $49.99. It does come with a cold shoe mount and the light itself. Oh, where's the little box? So this is the box that you get from LumaCube. This is their little panel mini. And they sent me actually 2 of these. But like I said, these are bicolor lights. And then in the kit, you're going to get the light panel, the diffusion material, you get the ball head mount, and you get the little USB-C cable to plug into this to charge the light as well. But yeah, I got 2 of those. Now, another light that was just sent to me a couple of weeks ago is this one here. Now, these are the YC Onion. These are their little waffle lights, okay? So this is also a RGB light. The diffusion material does come off of the light panel. There's some little diffusion on here. Now, these lights, where they really shine, this is an RGB light. That means you can adjust the color range, or you can adjust the color. So if you wanted a specific color, blue, purple, green, yellow, whatever it is, you can produce it with this light. But here's the thing that stood out to me about this light is this right here, this bracket, this little built-in bracket that you can completely adjust and arrange it however you want to. You can mount things on top of the light. You have quarter 20s, you have a cold shoe here as well, so you can add additional things onto this. This just stays on the light, and it just moves around pretty much wherever you want to. Now, the light actually has a quarter 20 here, so if you want to mount this to a traditional, like a little light stand or something, no problem. But this other little bracket here really takes this light to the next level. Now, I do a lot of tabletop video and tabletop photography, so having one of these little brackets where I could adjust behind the light so it could stand the light up. Maybe I want to set this on a table, to record some video or use it like as an effect or practical light, and I'm recording or photographing a product. This is going to be perfect because now I don't have to worry about finding something to hold the light up. It has this little built-in stand. So, I'm a big fan of the way they designed this light, guys. Check it out. These are $88.99 here on Amazon. Now, they sent me 2 of these. Where's the other one? So they sent me 2 of them. So I got like the black one and the white one. There's no difference in how they function. It's just one is black and one is white. The diffusion material is basically the same. It's got like these little rubber bands that hold it on the back. Now, of course, these also have a smartphone app. You can control these completely with the smartphone, and the app unlocks a bunch of features like the different scenes, like a fire scene, a siren, a number of different, built-in effects that you can do with these lights. So again, you're looking at all of this gear in combination as to, setting up a streaming station, setting up something mobile, and having all of these little components to build out your streaming. So whether it's, these tiny cameras, a GoPro, a bigger, more action camera, using an action camera, you have different lights that you can choose from. Of course, like in a lot of what I'm just talking about today, the Yoloboxes are the heart of everything, but then we still want to be able to power those. So I still keep going back, guys, to things like this Geneverse battery, the solar powers, other lights like this little energy tube back here. Like these type of lights, something like one of these energy tubes. These things are amazing as well. They have built-in magnets. So you got a lot of, possibilities of things that you can use for your live streams, for your gaming, for whatever it is that you want to do. So yeah, very, very flexible devices, guys. Now, when I first started streaming here on Amazon, I already had a bunch of professional gear, but I didn't have what I call traditional streaming gear. Okay, so I did purchase a few things. Now, one of the things that I did buy when I first started streaming here was these Relino light packs. So these are like a dual LED lights. You guys will see there's one of them right there. Here's the second one that's right next to my desk here. And that's just like the little stand that it's on. This kit is $144.33. You get 2 light stands, you get the wall plugs, you get the little adapters. Those little adapters that go right underneath the light that allow you to adjust the light, angle. And you also get this really cool little travel case with it, so you get all of that in that kit for $144.13. Now, I know a lot of you guys are still going to, question me later, especially probably tonight, because I'm talking about when I say budget gear in comparison to some of the professional gear that I use. Yes, I prefer, if you can get away with it, use something like a GoPro, guys. Use something, like one of these little meat cameras, because they're going to be cheaper. They're going to be easier to set up. Everything that, the firmware and everything is inside of the camera. There's a very, very limited learning curve with these cameras. But I know a lot of you, like myself, are going to lean more toward the professional cameras. Okay, so if that's the case, this is my B camera right here. And this might be too high for you guys to see it, so I'm going to try to get it lower, because this is the angle that I have it at right now, so I can show you guys my desk. Okay, so what you guys are looking at right here, this is the Sony a7 III. The Sony a7 III body only is $1998. I do have the, this is the Sigma 24-70 2.8 lens that's on here. You can get this lens for $1,099. I do have also a a cage. Let me see if I can get this to turn around so you guys can see it. So this metal cage that you see right here that I'm attaching accessories to, that cage for this body is $136. And then the tripod with this fluid head that I'm using right here, this tripod I purchased a couple of days ago. No, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It's from a company called Conan. This tripod was $142.99. So this setup right now is what I'm using to show you guys my desk, right? So when I want to show you something that's on the desk, I'm just tilting this camera down. The HDMI from this camera is going into my switcher, which is allowing me to switch back and forth between different camera angles. So like if I want to show you the desk, I can just tap here, and then now you guys are looking at the desk. And of course, I can move the camera around. I can reposition the camera. I can also zoom in and out because I got that 70 to 200 millimeter lens on here. So maybe I want to get a real tight close-in shot on this solar power battery, no problem. Or maybe a tight shot on some portion of the Yolobox or the top of this light, or even over here, where we got like the Rodecaster and things like that. Anything that I want to show you, that's what's really cool about having this top-down type of view, but you can easily adjust that and change it back. So I can still zoom back out and show you guys the full desk, or I could zoom in real tight and just show you something specific on the desk, right? So let's say our specific target would be, this camera, then I could just zoom in really tight on this camera. And then that's what we're going to talk about is the Osbot little PTZ camera, or we're going to talk about, the Yolobox Mini, or the Yolobox Pro, or this GoPro, or, even things that say if I want to hold it in my hand, as an example, I can take and show you guys these DJI microphones. And I'm like, hey, okay, guys, here's what you find in the case. You get the microphones, you get the receiver, you get the phone adapter, you get the cold shoe mount. So you have a lot of flexibility when you're changing these different angles, because people really love it when they're watching your content and it looks like they're watching a show. Like I'm talking about this, I'm like, yeah, I just got a built-in record button, omnidirectional mic, It's got these little magnets on the back of the clip. So it just adds that creativity to your production where you can easily grab things and pick them up and talk about them and then show people as if they were standing right next to you and you were demonstrating something to them. That's going to be a win for you guys, regardless of, your experience with streaming. So yeah, a lot of flexibility there. But like I said, I wanted to do this stream today just so we could talk, about, some of the gear that I think you guys would be perfect for you guys out on location, in-home studios, for my teachers out there, my young professionals, my musicians, your creators, whatever it is you do, these things can add and create the opportunity for you to stream live, to record. So don't forget, guys, these devices are streaming decks, they're monitors, and they're also recorders. When I do a lot of my shoppable videos, I'm literally using the Yolobox Pro, and I'll just connect a couple of cameras to it and the Rode wireless microphones, and I will set this up in just recorder mode or monitor mode. And I'll just hit the record button. There's just a little icon right here. So you have your go live button here and you have your record button here. I'd hit the record button and I'm using it as a recorder so I can still switch between all of my different scenes. So like if that's my camera 1 and then I want to switch to camera 2 and then maybe I want to switch over to like something pre-recorded, I could, if that's something I was doing, demonstrating, during my shoppable video, or maybe I want to do like a split screen or something like that. I could switch to the split screen and I could show you guys, whatever it is that I'm doing, right? So remember, both of these devices, or technically all 3 of these devices, are, streaming decks, they're monitors, and they're also recorders. So it's all of that combined. So I still recommend, if you're going to go with either of these devices, go with either the Mini or the Pro. And yes, there is still out there on the market the original, but the Mini and the Pro both share the same processor, and after a recent firmware update, they basically have the same features. The advantages to the Pro is that you can connect 3 HDMI cameras, 1 USB camera, where with the Mini you can only connect 1 HDMI camera and 1 USB camera to that. But other than that, you can now bring in guests. So if I want to bring a guest into my stream, I could just, tap here, send them an email, and then once they respond to the email, I can bring in up to 5 guests to my live stream with this device, guys. So, it's amazing. Now tonight, of course, I will talk a little bit more about this. You can ask Alan. Alan was actually live with me the other morning over in my group. I sent him an email via this device. He was able to join. I wasn't even live yet, and he was already on the device, and I was able to interact with him. And, we did a quick little stream right there in the Facebook group. You guys can check it out. It's still active on the Facebook group. All right, guys, let's see what we got left. So the only thing we got left is our merch. So if you guys don't know, now you know, we got some new merch. Of course, we got, these shirts, here down in the carousel. We got the Mr. Mod shirt. We got the Rome Knows Tech shirt. I think I got like 2 or 3 different shirts in Christina's catalog. So if you guys want to check those out, my man, let me introduce to you my man, Richard. Richard now has his own merch shirt. Let's take a look at this shirt, y'all. Let's take a look at this shirt, y'all. If y'all ain't seen it yet, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you right now. Boom, there we go. Boom, there we go. That is the new Richard shirt. Check out what it says. Richard is my moderator. On Amazon Live, y'all. On Amazon Live. Richard is my moderator. That's Mr. Mod, little icon there on Amazon Live. We got multiple colors. We got a female, male, youth version. All that. Look at that fire, y'all. Look at that fire. It's fire. I know most people are going to gravitate to that purple one, though, because I've seen a lot of people like the purple. Even my new shirt, people, really, really lean toward that purple. I don't know what it is about the purple other than the fact that it's a royal color. But, yeah, people love that purple. And Richard, bro, much love for you. When this idea was first, brought to me and we started talking about this and trying to figure out things that we wanted to do, when Mr. Mod came up with this idea, I was like, yes, yes, do it right now, man. Do it right now. And he's like, bro, back up. I'm on it. I'm on it. I just got to come up with the design. So this morning while we was talking, drinking coffee, as we do, he's like, Rome, check out your IG, bro. So I was like, okay. So I'm on my phone. I'm like, I didn't know a goat could do that. Oh, no, not that one. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. I was in love with that shirt like instantly. Yes, I'm getting one. Richard, I'm gonna be sporting that shirt, bro. You know this, man. You know this, okay? I'm gonna be wearing that shirt, bro. I'm gonna be wearing that shirt. You can believe that. I'm gonna be wearing that shirt. All right, so if y'all ain't checked it out, it's down there in the carousel. Let me move this camera back. I'm feeling a little claustrophobic because that thing is like right up on me, y'all. All right, what time is it? It is 12:49, so that means pretty close to 1 o'clock. This was only supposed to be a 1-hour stream, just talking about, some ideas for live streaming. My desk now is a complete wreck because of all these things that I have now on the desk. It's just cray. But, in order sometimes to, demonstrate things, you got to move a bunch of stuff around. So quick little recap, guys, on this. I talked about the Geneverse Home Power 1 being utilized as a power station for your live streaming in studio or mobile. We talked about a number of different lights. We talked about both of the Yoloboxes that I have here in the studio. And yes, these Yoloboxes were sent to me by YOLO Live. The battery over here was sent to me by Geneverse. We talked about, different cameras. Of course, the Ozbot cameras were also sent to me by Ozbot. That's the Ozbot PTZ camera and the Ozbot Meet. What else did we talk about? We talked about different cameras, different lights. This monitor here, this little field portable monitor, I did buy that myself. We talked a little bit about some of the gear that I currently use in the studio for my streams. Now, this little power bank, I don't remember who sent me this, but somebody sent me this little power bank a couple of months ago. But I have used this thing quite often. I always keep this thing charged. I think it's at 100% right now because every time it runs down, 100%. So I always recharge this because you just never know when something's going to happen. I live in Texas, so, power is known to go out for no apparent reason. Somebody looked at the power the wrong way and it was like, nope, I ain't having it. And the power goes out. All right, so let's turn this camera now toward me. Boom, there we go. See me, camera? How you doing? Oop, now I put it in tracking mode. Now it's going to start tracking me all over the place. All right, guys, so I'll be back here tonight at 7 p.m. Come on through. We're going to try to do that gift card giveaway tonight, so come on through. I think we only need like 6 or 7 people for the next gift card giveaway. So if you guys want to participate in that, you want to drag some people over, come on through. Again, I cannot emphasize this enough. I personally am interested in people who organically want to follow this stream. If you're into tech, if you just want to hang out, drop some dad jokes or, pick on me about the muffins or whatever it is you want to do. Come on, Cletus. Come on. That's what I'm looking for. Evans, I'm still watching you because Christina said she did not tell you to tell me to go outside in the rain waiting on no drone last night. Evans. So Evans, we need to talk. Evans. Christina told me through Mr. Mod that she did not tell you to tell me to go stand in the rain. And that's what Baby Rome was talking about. It's like, I don't think she said that. But you was like, oh, no. She said that the pie's on the way. Rome just need to go stand outside. And I did. In the rain. I almost drowned. In the rain. Evans. Cookbook Divas in the house. Boston Butterfly. Who else is here? Who's all here? Y'all, whoa, check it out. I'm finna end this stream, but before I do, I know y'all just got here, so I gotta show you this new fire. Check it out. What y'all see? Tell me what you see. Oops. What you see? Richard is my moderator on Amazon Live. Richard. Y'all see that? Evans, what'd you say? I didn't tell you to do that. You said you were standing out there waiting. I said, no, you told me to go stand outside in the rain, Evans. You told me to do it. And you know, I always do what you tell me to do, Evans. I always do. Anywho, oh yeah, but check this out. This is straight up volcanic white fire. Fire. Yep.
Straight up fire, bro. Let me know.
Let me know what's your favorite color, y'all. Now, I'm kind of leaning toward that purple. I got to admit, I'm leaning toward that purple, but I'm probably going to go with another one of these greens. But that purple, ooh, man, that purple is hot. Check it out. That blue is nice, too. Yeah, I'm down with all these colors. And this is just one shirt, y'all. Y'all ain't seen whatever's probably going to come next. It's probably going to be a hoodie. It's going to be a pillow. You know, maybe a little shopping bag or something like that. I don't know. You know, I'm not in control of that side of things, but I'm just telling you, there's going to be some other stuff. So don't think this is it. But don't let that stop you from grabbing one of these shirts. And when you get it, we want you to take a photo and drop that photo in Christina Nietzsche's Facebook page. You can find that Nietzsche Nation on Facebook. Come on through, hang out with me sometime because I get bored and I be in there drinking coffee, talking to myself live in my group, Rome Knows Tech. I'm going to start going live in Christina's group because that's where all the action is. That's where all the people are. I'm just going to be sitting there sometime on Sunday and Saturday mornings, just drinking my coffee, talking to you guys over there in Christina's group. So, you know, that's what is going to happen. So, you know. Anywho, yeah, this was a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning, afternoon, whatever we want to call it. You may wear the Rome shirt on your live stream. Oh, I would be so honored if you were to wear the Rome shirt on your live stream. Yes, I would be definitely honored. My birthday was Sunday last week, Richard's is tomorrow. Yep, Richard, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Richard. Happy birthday to ya, bro.
All right. I'll be back here at 7 p.m. Y'all better not be late, because don't make me send my other friend, because he come with the whippy tail. He got the whippy tail and put the whippy tail on y'all. If y'all late, y'all be in trouble. Okay, so I'm telling you, don't be late, because he gets a little annoyed. And you could see, no, he's just so cute. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Anyway, no, he's just really cute. Besides, he only eats vegetables. Anywho, I'll be back. 7 p.m. tonight. So until then, y'all already know.
Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask.
Take care of your loved ones. Get out there and create something amazing each and every single day. And live your life about that, what? 888. Man, I'm telling you, that 888's going to change your world. Change your life, y'all. If you don't know about it, research it. Ask somebody that knows about it. Trust me, they will share. They will share it with you. All right, y'all. I'm going to be back here at 7 p.m. Till then, peace. I am
out of here.